Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 3 of the Scum 0.8 Handbook. It is officially nighttime, and one thing in single player is that you can't skip nighttime. You can maybe, just let your character lie down, do other things in your house, or just go on with your day, and then like AFK nighttime if you only want to play in daytime. But yeah, welcome back. This is the series where I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know about Scum, right from the most basic thing up to the most advanced things that you need to know about Scum. And as you guys can see, in part 2, we did have a motorcycle helmet. Because of my DLC, I've got a blue BCU chip on the back of my head. But I did lose the motorcycle helmet because I was eating quite a lot. As you guys can see, my food is quite high. While I was looting the town, and then of course I forgot about my helmet, and I'm just not bothered to go look for it again. If it was like a very unique helmet, I would have gone back and looked for it, but I'm not really bothered. Okay, so we've looted the town, didn't loot exactly all of it, but yeah, this is basically just an easy way how I find my vehicle, okay, with blueprints of the bonfire. If you want to know where to find the bonfire, it's at the building. You go down and there's the bonfire. Very easy to put blueprints down of the bonfire at the moment, anywhere you want to. And then I basically just follow the blueprints until I get to my vehicle. I hope that most of you have a vehicle by this point. If you don't, then of course you're going to have to run. But yeah, just whatever route you take, like I don't know where you landed on the map for the first time, but wherever you landed, just make sure, if you landed here, make sure you just walk around the big city, okay, so you don't skip any of our steps. Just see if you can see a vehicle, on the outsides, in parking lots. When you go through a town, just check the garages and everything. And I'm sure you will find a vehicle quite soon, so you can follow the process with me, with the vehicle. And when you're running, you can see, because I've got my bow equipped, I'm more zoomed in. Okay, so I've got the bow with the arrow in my hand. Now, if I go to third person, you can see the view is much closer. And I can still see around me, but I can't see. When I press V and I take the arrow out of the bow, then I can see a lot more, okay? And I like to run like this, because if I see anything, I just go into first person, press my button to equip my bow, third person, press V to unequip the arrow from the bow, and then I've still got the bow in my hand, because a bow doesn't decrease your running speed. So as you guys see, I'm jogging now, and when I go to my character screen, you'll see that my jog speed is 13.7 kilometers an hour out of my max jog speed. But that is because the weight that I have on me, this is the jog speed that I'm jogging at now with the bow in my hand. Now, if I put a melee weapon in my hand, any kind of melee weapon or a gun, that will decrease the jogging and the running speed. Even if I put... Okay, just gonna kill her quickly. Okay, so there's puppets here around me. But yeah, guys, you will see that even if I don't carry anything in my hands, I will still be jogging at 13.7 kilometers per hour. So that's another great thing about a bow, is that a bow doesn't decrease. It doesn't decrease your running speed, okay? And I have ran away from my blueprints now. So I'm sure my car should be here somewhere. And yeah, I've just got a filter on for you guys. It is very dark, but I just added a filter so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And yeah, I thought about part 3, like I want to put you guys, want to take you guys through it step for step. And nighttime is a nice, you can do a lot at nighttime. You can make a fire, cook yourself some meat. You can go into bunkers where it doesn't really matter what's going on outside. You can build your base. You can, just chop wood, collect sticks for your base. There's a lot of other activities you can do at night. But the biggest thing that I wanted to show you, and of course we will learn how to get night vision, okay? It's not too difficult to find night vision in the game. And there is a torch in the game that I can craft. Okay, so I can craft a torch in the game. This torch right here, which is only a stick and a rag, which will help me to see a bit. But again, this single player series is mainly to teach you guys, to prepare you for multiplayer, and of course to show you everything that Scum has to offer. Now in single player you can make the torch and have light around you. Unfortunately you can't have any other weapon on you while you have the torch, so you can run around with the torch so that it can light up the area around you. But then every time you get into danger, like a puppet or a meg or something, you're going to have to put, if you equip your bow, you're going to put the torch down on the ground. So you can utilize it like that. But again, not only do I want to teach you everything there is to know about Scum, I want to prepare you for a competitive environment as well, or a multiplayer situation. So there's all the blueprints. All I do to remove those blueprints is I just go to my crafting and I remove all the blueprints like this. Now, when I was thinking about part 3, I was thinking about getting a compound bow, okay, and a bat at the scrapyard, because a bat and a compound bow will help us quite a lot, because we started with a medium archery skill. Going to this bunker where there's 2 World War II bunkers so that I can give you guys some Meg training was also an option, because we don't need to go into the bunker. I could just show you how to loot the 2 World War II bunkers and maybe get a sniper rifle, which will enable you to go to the trader, sell that sniper rifle for an M9 pistol with some bullets, which is much better than a bow and a melee weapon. Then I thought about going to the castle where we can get a medieval helmet and a medieval sword, because a medieval sword is one of the best single-handed weapons in the game, along with Fuster's machete. But, I don't really want you guys to focus. Again, it's all about the steps that we are taking. So I have to step back a bit from the things that I usually do and get back to basics, how I taught myself how to enjoy the game more and, not take such a lot of risks when I started, train myself to explore the map without taking any major risks. So, in short, what we're going to do today to get a gun or a machine gun, an AR or something to defend yourself, because yes, you can kill a player with a bow and a melee weapon with skill, but this handbook is to teach you everything that Scum has to offer right from the start up until the end. So if you want a weapon without making your risk of dying more, because yes, the scrapyard is great, but the scrapyard has got a lot of scrap, which means you've got a lot of baseballing elements, which means there's going to be a lot of clans that go there, which means your possibility of dying is very, very high. Yes, the castle has got, the helmet and the sword and maybe a shotgun or something like that, but it's not necessary for us to focus on points of interest like that right now. So today we're going to focus on something that not a lot of people focus on, and that is getting military loot with the minimum amount of risk in the game. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to drive to the shooting range that's just underneath the airfield. No Mechs, but you can find weapons there. Then we're going to drive to this military camp here in the middle of nowhere, which also has military tents and a possibility of military gear. And yeah, after that, we're going to drive to... there are other points, but like I say, I just have to try and bring myself back a few years here. Yeah, I think we're going to do the shooting range, those tents over there, and then we're going to drive to those tents over there. And then maybe in part 3, if it's needed, we can go to the castle. Okay, yes, it will be quite natural to go to the shooting range and then these tents. and then the castle, and then that military point. That will be quite natural. Um, but yeah, it's just looting the shooting range and the military tents and this outpost, and then this place up here, which I can't remember its name, but there's an event area here which we can loot as well. I just feel that's a lot quicker because the castle does take some time to loot. And up to this point, everything we've done took us about 10 minutes max. If you cut out all my explanations, then getting the crafting gear that you want in the forest from the start will take you about 10 minutes. Looting one of each kind of building in a town would have taken you about 10 minutes. So you could have gotten to where I am right now in about 20 minutes. Plus the car, because we literally just ran past the outside of the hospital to find the car. And you will be able to find a car in a town as well. And, you know, in part 2, we were focusing on towns. So, yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do, because I want to, as well as teaching you guys everything about Scum, I want you to form the habits that we spoke about in part 2, just so that you can explore a bit more with a bit less danger. And then after I've shown you guys the safest ways of doing things, then we can slowly but surely progress into getting loot, you know, when the loot is worth the risk. Like, then we can progress to high tier loot and a high risk area, where it will be your choice whether you do the steps that I've shown you that are safe, or you say, no, you know, it's my choice. I want to take extra risks. I want to learn how to deal with Mechs. I want to know how to deal with players. So I'm just going to push the limits, okay, more and more all the time. So it depends on what you want to do after this series. But in the handbook, again, if you want to learn everything with me and not skip anything and not be at a certain stage where I am not yet, so rather build your base when we build the base in the handbook. Rather go to a bunker when we go to a bunker in the handbook. Rather go to the naval base or the airfield, or defuse a suicide puppet, or do a kill box, or train your skills when we do it in the handbook. Okay? Whether it's natural or not, I want you to follow the steps with me so that after this guide, you decide how you want to do things. But for now, so that you don't have to skip steps or do things again because you did things on your own, and then you want to follow the guide and then you have to do whatever you did again, like maybe build a starter base or something like that. I think it's very important for you guys just to follow these steps with me. I am pulling myself back, like I am, you know, putting myself in your guys' shoes and limiting or, you know, restricting the way I usually play, so that we can all, even me, so that I can use this handbook as well to refresh my memory. Because with my first Steam account, I did about 1,300 hours in Scum between Scum launching in 2018 up until 0.5, just about 1,300 hours. Like, I came into the game, you know, did a few things, and then from 0.5, I came into the game with a new account, and the one that I have at the moment, and on that account, I've got about 3,700 hours roughly. Just because the game got a lot more interesting, and yeah, I was just at the right place when the game went to 0.5. From the launch to 0.5, there wasn't a ton of motivation for me to keep exploring and learning everything that I need to learn about this game. And then from 0.5, it just swallowed me whole, and I never looked back from there. So, guys, let's get into the vehicle. Now, you guys know, from this point, we're going to focus on military tents, okay? Now, the shooting range has got military tents, okay? This point has got military tents. This place here, just next to the town, has got military tents. Up here is not really military tents, but it's like dugouts where we can get military equipment without much risk. And there's a few other places with military tents. I think there's one here. I can't remember all the locations, but yeah, hopefully when you go to scummap.com, it will show you those locations. But for now, let's just get here quickly and see what we can find without dealing with Mechs and without going to high priority points of interest where the chance of PvP is going to be much higher. So let's get into the core. Okay, no door. That's not too bad. We can press X to put on the lights, and then of course we drive the car like you would run WASD. If you press the S brake key, you can have a lot more control over the vehicle. So yeah, if you want basic driving with very little risk, try not holding the W key all the time because you're gonna have less control over your vehicle. You can hold in the W key when you're on a road. You know, there's much less risk for you of making a mistake on a road. You can drive in first person where it's a lot quieter, okay? A vehicle is quieter when you're inside it. You can teach yourself to drive with the S key all the time. And then once you feel okay, you know, I know how to handle a car. I'm not really fearing anything. And they, you know, the poppers don't really detect you in the cars at the moment, but they will in the future. But yeah, while you're comfortable, then when you start getting comfortable, you can start using things like the handbrake turn, where you go off the road, press spacebar, you know, to change directions very, very quickly. Where if you press spacebar on the road, then you won't really be able to make a, you know, you won't be able to make a great handbrake turn because you slide more on the grass or off the tar road. So when I want to make handbrake turn, I go off the road, spacebar turn, okay, and then I can make a quick U-turn. And then later on, you'll learn how to use the spacebar. There you can tap the spacebar all the time for more control, or you can start doing, you know, cool turns where you actually use the spacebar to go into the turn. Okay, and then you try and handle the vehicle like that. Now, since the new vehicles have come out, I haven't really practiced a lot with that, okay? And our fuel is looking good at the moment. But I mean, again, if you go to scummap.com, you'll see where various gas stations are, where you need to, you know, refuel the vehicle. But yeah, we're just gonna go now to the shooting range, and I'm gonna take the road. Okay, no need for me to go through the forest right now. I can, but I'm going to take the road until I get to the shooting range right there. Okay, and of course, because we took medium survival, we've got the compass. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, and like I said, when you're driving, you know, just look. Like, here's a town that we just drove past. And I want to look inside the towns now and then, okay, to see if I can see something. And here's a Leica. And of course, while we're driving around, we are leveling up our driving skill. So we started with no driving skill, so our handling will be very delayed. Your steering will be delayed. It will feel a bit weird or difficult to handle the car. It will take a bit longer to start the car and stuff like that. But one day when we reach advanced driving, because we're driving all the time, you know, we'll get there faster. But I just want to see here, the Leica has got a seat. See if it's got an engine. I've driven the Volkswagen quite a while, guys, so I'd like to drive the Leica a bit. And again, we're here to have fun. Open the Leica's hood from the side. That's quite cool. Okay, just open this door. And see if we can drive this. And as you're driving or running around, you can do this as well. Okay, now this vehicle won't start. You can see I love how I just like the Leica, guys. It's more of an off-road vehicle than the Volkswagen, and I just love everything about the Leica. It's my preference. Doesn't have a lot of fuel in. It won't start, so we need a battery. Okay, there's no doubt about that we need a battery. So if we just cut this up. While I'm cutting it up, I'm looking at that third eye of us that we spoke about. And yeah, this Leica shouldn't have a battery. Nope, no battery, okay? Vehicles need an alternator and a battery, but I think they just need the battery to start at least. Like, that's where the battery goes, okay? We are missing a battery. Yeah, so we just need a battery, which is not that bad. And of course, then we need to transfer whatever we have in that vehicle to that vehicle. But now I can make a mental note. Okay, here at this town is a vehicle, and I'll come back for it. I can have both vehicles. It's a single player experience. I can have both vehicles at my base that I'm going to build. Okay, but for now, we can just take mental notes of where everything is. So it's in the bottom town in B1. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, so here we are at the first point. It's the shooting range just underneath the airfield. For you that have watched my channel for a while, this is where I do most of my tests. And again, because of the bow, we can take out the enemies silently. And a bow is a really great weapon for looting because you don't make noise for players. That's the biggest thing about a gun, guys. Yes, you can kill a player with a gun, but a gun makes a lot of noise. Even if you put if you don't have a suppressor on your gun, people can hear you from about 600-700 meters away. And even if you do have a suppressor on your gun, people can still hear you from 200 to 300 meters away. Okay, and that's the most important thing about a bow. Like, if you know, a person that runs with a bow always is, or with a good melee weapon always is much better off than a person with a bow, or it's much better off than a person with a gun. Because they don't have to, you know, they don't make a noise all the time. Now, one mistake I made was coming here with all the loot on me. We're going to have to bury this loot or make like a small little base. But because I'm going to take you guys through all the steps, we're rather going to bury this loot. Because I'm sure we have everything that we need. But yeah, we'll do that at the next military point of interest, where there's no Mechs. And not a lot of people come here, guys. Again, people like to go where there's a ton of loot and where, you know, chance of finding loot is higher. But you don't have to go down the shooting range. There's towers here as well, okay? So we can loot the towers as well, because towers can give you bows and guns, okay? So there are towers here. We're just going to loot this one tower quickly. Take the money from puppets. That's why I searched them. See if they've got anything that I need. And in third person, you can just do this, you know, and just look in third person if there's anything there to loot. But I still go all the way up. Just press tab, you know, like we didn't see this up here. Like in third person, you can see anything that lies on here, but sometimes it's lying on the edge or something. So it's better to go up. And then to get down the ladder, I just start the climb and press spacebar. That way I'm guaranteed to never get hurt. And then, again, everything you do now is very, very fast. Because you can just press the tab and here we get a shotgun. Okay, so I'm not crazy about that melee weapon. So I'll just put it down on the ground. Take the shotgun. We did get the buckshot. So yes, the shotgun's durability is not the best. But It's better because I can kill a person with a shotgun. And when you shoot a shotgun, you hold in the button after you've shot and wait for it to recog. That will make sure it jams much less. So all you need to know about a shotgun or certain sniper rifles is don't just click the button. Click and hold until it does the cog. So instead of just pressing the button, you know, I'm going to hold it in until it's done with its recogging system. I'm going to press, hold until he's done the cog way, hold, release. Okay, so I'm going to hold the button and then release until I see there's no more animation happening here. Then I release the button, and then I can just reload. And again, yes, I'm leveling up my rifle skill and everything, but I'm making a lot of noise. Okay, so I can get detected by players much easier, but it's fine. Finding this shotgun is not hard, so finding another shotgun like this to repair this shotgun is not that difficult. Because we've got the toolbox, we can disassemble a shotgun and use those parts to repair the same shotgun. So I can't repair this shotgun with the parts from a different shotgun, so you can disassemble a gun and use that exact gun's parts to repair that gun. And you will find a lot of M9s and a lot of blocks, which you can always disassemble one of them to craft, you know, to repair, instead of using a weapon repair kit that's very expensive or very difficult to find. And then here again, I am collecting the feathers, guys. But again, yes, I don't really use it, but this is a complete guide. You know, this handbook is here to show you everything that Scum has to offer. So I'm going to have to use everything to show you everything. I think that's quite simple. And again, 2 more towers that we can climb up onto. Again, you can use third person and just jump off now because you don't really see a gun or anything that you're interested in. But if you want to make sure that you always get whatever's up here, then you can make sure that you climb up. And you can always vault. When you get up against something and you press spacebar, you'll vault up it. And here's eggs. Eggs are good food, so we're going to eat this. You can always see there. Eggs gives us protein. Eggs gives us vitamin D. Okay, we can see what we're missing here. We're missing vitamin E and vitamin D. So the egg at least helps with the vitamin D. And you can clearly see how the percentage is moving. Okay, and that's how we learn what gives us what, or we can just hold control over the egg like I showed you guys to see what vitamins and minerals it gives us. Okay, and again, just checking for money, guys. I'm basically just robbing the puppets. They were people at some point. Okay, so I'm trying to just robbing them, just getting their money. Or maybe they've dropped a sight for me or something like that. Okay, always nice just checking if there's any surprises. Okay. And I don't know, but I don't think we climbed this tower. So let's climb this tower quickly. Again, if you want a quick loot, scope it out. I don't see anything I want. Jump down or press space bar. Okay. And if you want to get fancy, you can run like this. But I would just suggest doing it the safe way. But the main thing here, except for the towers and the loot, are the tents. The tents are the main thing. I'm going to pull my bow out again just to form good habits here. And everywhere we go, we're just going to press tab because the tents can give you guns, but a lot of the time, the weapon gets glitched inside the floor of the tent, and then you can't see it without pressing tab. So I just go into the one side, press, other side, press tab, okay? And then again, just want to check, make sure I don't miss anything here. So we've got another tent up here. And again, even here I press tab. Never know if there's something lying on the ground. Going to here. And remember, vanilla loot, guys. I'm just giving you a realistic, very, very realistic experience. Okay? On most servers. because we are on vanilla loot. So you might come here and find something, or I might find something at a place and you don't find something at that place. It is a unique experience when it comes to loot. But these tents can give you military loot. And now I just want to make sure I looted everything. Maybe I missed the desk or something like that. Okay, and yes, we didn't find anything now. But if you do this repeatedly, you will. Okay? And now we're just going to run back to the car. I mean, there was a kitchen here. And I'm very sure we've got water on us. So we're just going to drink all, because we let the water lower to a certain point. I mean, our water was at 20%. So five drinks is perfect. And you never want your stomach to go over 90%, because then you're losing performance. It's got a negative effect when you eat or drink something past 90%. It will have a negative effect on you. Again, blueprints very easy to see at night. Okay. And yes, I can park the car up, right at the point. If you guys don't want me to park the car like I would in multiplayer, then tell me. I don't want you guys to tell me why you're not doing what you're saying. Okay. So we can forget about hiding the car, but it's important for me to do this all the time so that I can get used to it and you guys can get used to it. And now, again, guys, I haven't got much gear here. So now I'm just going to put everything in the vehicle that I'm not going to use right now. Not going to use antibiotics right now. Only going to need this for when I want to craft a toolbox, but it will be good if I always have it. Okay. Yeah, matches I might use. Okay. I'll use the alcohol when I want to make better bandages. Okay. So just the necessities. I am going to use a screwdriver. I'm not going to need this right now. Probably going to need to eat food at some point. Need the arrows. I need the screwdrivers. Definitely don't need the gloves right now. That's just for a kill box. Definitely don't need the needles right now. Okay. And yeah, if you guys want this to be safer, just craft a chest. I don't mind having it in my vehicle, even if I lose it. I don't mind. But if you guys want to be safe, then just craft a chest with rope, 8 planks, and 2 nails, and then bury it with a shovel. Very, very easy to craft a shovel. It's right up here. Shovel takes a stick, a plank, and the rope that we've covered. And then you can just bury the chest and remember where it is. Because at the moment, sometimes people's loot does disappear in a vehicle. Some people say when you put the chest inside the vehicle, that's safer. At this moment, guys, we're just going to have faith and not really focus on what can go wrong and focus on what's going right. Okay, so I've got 2 sewing kits there. That I found these sewing kits in that town that I looted. Always like having scissors on me to get the most amount of rags from something. Don't have night vision, but I'll be using this for night vision. Again, anything that I'm going to craft, I don't need it right now. Any crafting materials, I don't have to have it on me. The only stuff that I want on me is things that I'm going to use. And I can, if I was on a multiplayer server, I would put the money in the vehicle and then lock up the vehicle, like get a door on it, because you have to have all 4 doors on a vehicle to be able to lock it. And yeah, just keep the money in the car or on me, whatever you feel safer with. Okay, to be honest with you, I'll probably keep it on me. I'd rather force a person to kill me to get my money than just find my vehicle and lockpick my vehicle. But if you think, no, it's easy for someone to kill me, I don't pose much of a challenge, then rather keep it in your vehicle, because they're going to have to be good at lockpicking. First they have to find your vehicle, and then they have to lockpick your vehicle to get the loot out of there. So I'm happy with what we've got at the moment. Don't think we've got anything on us that we're not going to utilize. We don't need that thread. We definitely don't need that thread. I'm going to put that bandage in there. Always like keeping the small things here. Like you can put this and the bank card in here, but we've taught ourselves to get rid of the bank card. And then we've got a rag here that doesn't really, that isn't, that we can't really use to its full potential. So I'm going to use the alcohol. So we've got 3 rags, which isn't too bad. Not too bad. And now we can loot again. Okay. So let's get to that next place quickly. And yeah, I want you guys to form good habits. Okay, so I'll do this. Does it take time for me to hide my vehicle every time on a single player server? Yes. But if you don't form good habits now, when are you going to form good habits? Don't say later. Okay? Never use tomorrow as your excuse. Rather do it today. Okay? And now this point is very quick where we're going to get to now. Just going to go down the road. And the point that we want to be is here at the bottom. So from here, we want to go south. Whoopsie. Again, spacebar. Tapping spacebar instead of S works better for me. But you guys must get whatever works better for you. But I do feel, and then driving third person, you can see a lot more of what's coming than like this. Okay, so if you don't want to hit rocks or hidden, something in a forest, rather drive in third person. It's going to be easier. Okay, so I need to go southeast. Again, I don't need to drive fast. And yeah, like not a lot of people come here. It's not really necessary for me, to hide the vehicle. If there's someone here, it's probably just going to be one person. So then we fight. And I'm going to, again, press tab here. Then we've got these military tents over here. With military containers, green containers or military containers. We get a leather holster, okay, which is really good. So you guys can see it's military loot. Military loot that not a lot of people come to. Very safe because there's no Mechs and there's not a lot of traffic. And there we get the wooden bat that we wanted in any case. I wanted to get a wooden bat from the scrapyard, but then I was just like a melee weapon isn't supposed to be the focus. But now we've got it, okay? And I'm going to add the bat to my quick access. I'm going to put it there. And then I just need to remember to use my quick access. So I'm going to press 3 to equip the bat. But to put it back, I'm not going to press 1. I'm going to press 3 again. For some reason, that's the safest way to put it back to where it was. But you can't put a bat, you can't put a melee weapon like this. Because if we press 3 now, and we press 3 again, it only wants to go horizontal, not vertical, okay? So always make space for it. Otherwise, if you don't make space for it, then that problem is going to happen, which I told you guys about in part 2. Press 3, it won't. I can't put it away. But if I equip my bow, where does the bat go? Bat goes into my slot number 2, and now we're triple carrying. So if we eat or climb a ladder, we're going to drop the bow. That's where the triple carry comes from. So always make sure you've got space to put it sideways, because then we can equip it and unequip it, and then equip the other thing. Okay? So we found a bat. We found quite a lot of things, guys. So we're just going to go through here quickly. Which side did I come from? Yeah, I think I came from that side. So just loot everything quickly here. Okay. And okay, we check that desk. Check this tent quickly. I'm hoping for a pistol or an AR. You can get anything here, guys. Anything. But I am hoping for a pistol or an AR. That is what I'm hoping for. But I could come here many times with the minimum amount of risk, because not a lot of people come here. Gunpowder can be used to craft those explosive arrows that we want to craft, or ammo. And yeah, that's it. Okay, not sure if I skipped a tent, but you guys got the picture. And now we're gonna drive to those military tents over there, or we're gonna park in this forest. And first, now if we park in the forest, we're already protected or hidden. Then we can do the trenches, and then we can come out of the forest to do this point quickly here, and then refill our water bottle here. I don't think that's a bad idea. So let's do that quickly. Okay, here we are, guys. Just want to show you on the map. We've driven here, okay? So, yeah, I don't think my memory is too bad. I know there is a hunting tents there. I know there's hunting tents here. I know there's hunting tents here. And I know there's hunting tents here. Okay, according to me, those are the only hunting tents in the game. So as you can see, a lot of them are central B-based, B sector-based, except for this one. Okay, but a lot of them are center-based, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get to them. The sun is starting to come up. I've still got the filter on. I'll just wait, okay, for the stars to disappear. And yes, this one is next to the town. Yes, this town is intimidating to go to. You know, this town leads to the big city. It's close to the castle and everything. So it's close to the boot camp, okay? But still, it's a city. We covered the city in part 2, okay? So we don't fear cities. We loot cities. And this is the second place that we loot, okay? Again, 1, 2, 3 towers, you know, which is right here. We can level up our archery skill nicely on this guy. Give him the 1, 2, 3 combo. And yeah, behind me is a cornfield. I got 3 corn, okay? There's already 1 corn that's finishing processing, which gave me carbs, okay? So at the back, you can see my blueprints there. There's a cornfield there. I just searched until I got 3 corn. Okay, that's what I usually go for. So I'm just going to jump through here. And yeah, you can decide if you want to take the puppets out first. But we know how the third eye works. So we have got control over the situation. That mask will sell for something. Masks always sell for something. So I don't want to run. You know, just want to jog so I don't make too much noise. Again, military loot, no Mechs. Because of our bow skill, okay, speed is not an issue. We are very, very, very effective with the bow. Very, very, very effective. And once we get to advanced archery, we will be a master with a compound bow and broad-head ballista arrows. So yeah, want to search this tower. Just want to see if anything can see me. Keep moving while I'm shooting, so that nothing can hit me from behind. You guys saw that I moved forward as I was shooting the puppets, so that nothing can surprise me from behind. Now I'm just quickly going to search this tower. Need to get my helmet. Need to get a helmet, but we'll get a helmet. Don't worry about that. Another mask, which is worth nice money. Just do the jumping mechanic again. Clear this side of the area. There is one more puppet, but if he doesn't see us, we're not worried about him. Again, just using our tab. Make sure we see everything in the area. I'm going to go this way for now. Always just looking at my surroundings. Another mask, which is money. We'll definitely be able to buy the helmet that we want, guys. And protection is very, very, very important. There's another helmet. It's too big. Way too big for the value that you're getting. And again, nothing that you do in this game is a waste of time. Moving around again, just to make sure we don't get shot in the head. Okay, and again, moving, moving and shooting is a very, very good method overall. This helmet's only got 1% protection, so I'm not crazy about it. Just want to see if anything's on the tables. There's more puppets here. Nothing here. Want to make sure, just double check, okay? Double check, very, very, very important is to double check. And if we get another cargo drop, now we're prepared because we've got enough screwdrivers and we've got enough bobby pins. We are supposed to have enough bobby pins. Doesn't matter, we will get enough bobby pins. So leg, chest, head, okay? That is a very, very good combo for a lot of fame or a lot of skill points. And we have got the sewing kit, but I feel that jacket is fine for now. I would like to have military clothing, but for now it's fine. Again, just pressing tab. You never know where there's spawn points, guys. Especially spawn points that you can just detect with tab. You never know where that is. And since it's light enough now, we already found something great. So I'm just going to turn the filter off here. Okay, since most of you will be able to see now. And another weapon. Okay, another weapon, which is very, very good. We are going to struggle now with space. That is one thing that we're going to struggle with. I just want to see. I definitely don't think this is going to work, but I still want to see. No, it's not going to work. Is that going to work? That's not going to work, and that's not going to work either. Okay, so we have to get this gun down. Which there are different ways of doing this, guys, but very, very easy way of doing this, just to drop the gun, okay? There is a way to drag your item while you're on the ladder, but I don't want to confuse you guys with, with complicated things. Just want us to stick to the basics here. Want to get my bow out again. And again, we have to keep our heads here. So again, we can't forget about these things. But I mean, when we're done, we're done. We're going to go to the car after this in any case, okay? So that didn't take a lot of micromanagement at all, okay? And of course, as I'm going back to my vehicle that I've marked with the bonfires, I want to have a weapon that I can defend myself with. Not a weapon that focuses on puppets, but a weapon that focuses on players. Although we are in a single player environment, we want to learn, we want to repeat those habits that are very, very important. So yeah, we've looted this. Now, I can go there. We want to go to the trader in any case. So what I'm thinking is, I want to get a sword and I want to get a helmet, okay? So I want to complete the basics. We can loot that castle and we can loot that castle, okay? Both of them are roughly the same. But since I'm going to the trader for the end of this, for part 3, I'm going to quickly loot the castle. And then on my way there, I'm just going to loot that place quickly. And then we'll end part 3. Right here, okay? Hey guys, we're low on fuel, okay? So just have to do a pit stop here, and I think we are going to get a gasoline canister at some point because fuel is running out quite quickly on this Volkswagen. And you have to clear every area that you loot, or even if it's a gas station. You have to clear the area before you go in. And these guys are definitely your worst enemy. Moving backwards, don't want to be close to that suicide puppet. Suicide puppet is by far the worst puppet to deal with. Not that dangerous, but distance. Distance is very, very important. We can definitely hear another one. They usually laugh. Not that like they try and hide themselves. Okay, I don't know where he is, so I'm trying to be more careful here. Just getting my arrow back. You can always use their lack of vision against them. But yeah, as soon as I sort out the other suicide puppet, I'll be a little bit more comfortable. There he is. There he is. And he usually destroys the puppet around him, so puppets around him. So that's good. And then I heard a puppet here on my left. Yep. I want to sort out the puppets with the bow as soon as possible. Of course, I put the guns back into the vehicle. Because for now, the shotgun isn't that great for a PvP situation on a multiplayer server. It's going to jam on me a lot. You know, so just doing the silent thing. And I stopped that vehicle very, very close, guys. I usually drive past the gas station. Okay, and make like a U-turn. And I mean, puppets can give you various things. Biggest thing is just money. It's quite, you know, chances are quite good that it can give you money. Just making sure I get my arrow back. And yeah, as soon as you've cleared the area, then you can search the rubbish again. Rubbish is good if you haven't found thread. Okay. And of course for money as well. If the door isn't open, you don't have to worry about these guys. If the door is open, sort them out first. Okay, and like I say, this is very, very easy target practice. Because they're going to stand still. Very nice way to practice your archery. If you don't see a puppet here, just look inside here. There could be one lying here. That is a good, cool jacket. Okay, so that's 3 kilograms, 9 slots. That's 2 kilograms and 9 slots. Rather I'm going to take 3 kilograms. Nah. Don't really like it, but I'll drop it. I'll drop it if I don't need it, the jacket. We are running out of arrows. And then we've got the bobby pins. Okay, so now we can definitely do a cargo drop if a cargo drop happens. So that's very good. We qualify now for the cargo drop. Again, search everything and press tab. Maybe maybe there's something that you don't see. Okay, now we're gonna go get the vehicle. Search the car since we feel safe. Like I said, stop the car very, very close. Prefer to stop it a little bit further away. But it's not too bad. Like, you don't want to stop it like this on a multiplayer server. Way too easy for someone to see it from the road. And yeah, like I say, we're going to have to get a gasoline canister. Because we are using the fuel quite fast. So all you do is you bring the car here, stop it next to a gas pump. Gas pump, as you got a lot of fuel in, these lights tell you how much fuel is in the gas pump. It can go up to the top. So this gas pump, as you got a lot of fuel, but there are other gas pumps on the map. To give you a few, there's a gas pump. There's a gas pump. There's a gas pump. And if you go to scummap.com, you can see all the gas pumps there. So you just hold in F and full fuel. And now you can see there on the gas pump how the fuel's disappearing. Looks like we're going to almost be able to fill it up. Yeah, I think we filled it up there. So that's good. And remember, your car isn't safe unless it's got all the doors on. Okay, so you definitely want to focus on the doors first and then padlocks. You want to have a enforced lock on your car. And that's why cargo drops are going to be important. So we didn't fill up the car, but it's fine. We're going to the castle now. So I'm just going to drive directly down and then to the left and get to that castle over there. Okay, right there's the castle. That's where we're going to drive now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the B3 castle. Okay, so I just drove down the road, went over the river, went over that little bridge, went over this little bridge, gone down that gravel road, made sure I looked to my left to take this road, and then I stopped the north side of the castle. Okay, every tower has got chests inside it on all 3 levels. You can find a medieval helmet just lying on the floor. You can find a medieval sword. In the crates, you can find hiking backpacks or other backpacks, clothing. You can find shotguns, pistols. There's water very close to you. There are wolf spawns close to you. There are vehicles. Okay, and I'd like to get a pair of nails. I probably do have nails in the car because I'm just dumping everything into the car. But I want to get nails so that I can just upgrade. The bat quickly, because I'm doing the bat combo now. What I mean is the bat and the bow. Okay. And yeah, just want to get to the entrance here. Take her out quickly. Don't want to use the bat until I've added nails to it. Makes a major difference to the damage output. Okay. And there's the nails. The nails are broken, guys, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to make a 100% bat. So bat with nails. Always important to change your plans in a second. And then be aware while you're doing this. So with those broken nails and 95% bat, no matter what durability it's at, you're going to get 100% nailed bat. Doesn't always work with all the items that you craft, but it does work like that with this. Okay? Very important to have the bow when you come to the castle, because you have to climb a ladder up all the towers. You know, you're going to get hit by puppets most of the time. So what I'm doing now is I'm coming into this entrance, and then I'm going to be just doing all the towers in a circle. And then I'm going to be doing all the towers on the outside walls. And then on the other side, there's also a piece of castle. Going to do all the towers, guys. Every single tower. And this is just my way of doing it, okay? Doing the little fairy tale castle towers here. Doing the outside towers. And then doing the towers on the other side. I am going to put my instant replay on now, so that you guys can just see what loot I get. I'm not going to be talking, okay? Just want to get through this as fast as possible. But I can give you a breakdown of one tower. So down there, there can be a vehicle spawning here. There's various crates inside here. There's loot up there. So you can find loot everywhere. It's just to save time, I have learned to just focus on the towers. Okay. So I'm going to focus on one tower quickly and just show you guys how I do it. So, of course, you want to be on the right side of it. And this is what every tower looks like, guys. You're going to climb up. Don't worry, there will never be a puppet on the first level. Press tab to make sure there's nothing on the windowsills or around you. Then you've got 2 chests to search. If this puppet hasn't woken up, then shoot an arrow into the floor so that it does wake up. And then just sort him out. Okay? Without a bow, you have to climb the ladder, and then he can be on top of you, and then you have to beat him to death. Without a bow. Again, you can do this with a gun, but you're going to attract all the puppets, which isn't a bad way to attract all the puppets to you. But again, a bow just helps you a heck of a lot in different situations. So yeah, I'm just taking you guys through the process. I just want to see if there's a puppet up here. I usually look through the gaps if there's anything lying down. Does look like there's a puppet up here, so you're going to climb this one. And then if you're surprised, you know, just get your bat out, move around, beat him, and beat him to death. Okay, there we get good shoes. Rather just sell that. And press tab. Every time you climb onto a ladder, just press tab. Okay? So let me give you a quick highlight video of the castle and what we can find. Okay, there we go on the floor, not in the container, just on the floor. That's where you'll usually find the medieval sword or the medieval helmet. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put it in my inventory for now. I've got the bow. Usually I would need the sword if I didn't have the bow to just hit the puppets quicker when I'm climbing up the ladder. But yeah, got the sword so long. So, got our first backpack. This backpack is not bigger than this backpack. Okay? So if we equip it, you can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4 slots by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots. You can clearly see this one is 5 by 5. So this backpack is better than that backpack. That's why I say the only backpacks that are better than the improvised backpack is the assault and hiking backpack. But it could have been an assault backpack in this chest, and it could have been a hiking backpack in this chest. Okay? Again. And if you want to wake him up, just shoot into the wood like that. Makes a lot of noise. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this medieval helmet was on the exact same place as the medieval sword that I found was. So it's at the top level. Okay, but again, every time I go into a level, I just press tab. So now we've got the medieval helmet on, and we've got the medieval sword, which we have found in our vicinity. But we are still going to finish the process just to see if there's anything else we can find. Okay? But we already found the medieval sword, and we already found the medieval helmet. And if you want to get down here without getting yourself hurt, do not walk down the ladder. Walk onto this beam. Okay? And then you see I'm going lower now. Going lower. And then I don't get hurt. Okay? Very easy way to get down without hurting yourself. Okay. Here again, second backpack that we found in one of the chests, but this time it's an assault backpack, which is much better because you can put weapons vertically in here. The assault and the hiking backpacks, the only backpacks that can take weapons vertically. And 5 by 5 is 25 slots, but 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 4 is 28. So you're getting 3 extra slots in the assault backpack, which makes it better slot-wise. Plus, you can put weapons vertically in the assault backpack. And, of course, it looks a heck of a lot cooler. Okay? That's also a nice motivational factor why to do this. And that's it. I can cut this up for rags, but I'm happy with my situation at the moment. Got a pair of jeans, which helps a lot. Makes us look cooler, gives us more inventory space. And, you know, you can run around to get this puppet to come your way, okay? I'll be shooting against the wood here, but like I say, if you've got a fast weapon, it's not the end of the world, so we're going to take him on with the fast weapon, okay? So yes, you might get in one shot, but that's up to you. Do you want to try and attract him so that you can get the headshot on him? Or, you know, you want to practice your melee skill a bit. And I want to make sure the sword has got a place to go back. So I'm pressing 3 now again, making sure the sword doesn't go anywhere. And that's it. We got a hit. Okay. It's going to take us very long to level up our medical skill like this. So I'd rather not focus on C1 injuries at all. I can use my bandages now, but it is just not worth it, guys. It is just not worth it. And just for a quick update, this is what we're looking like now. Okay? Very, very, very nice. Got a blue wire in there, which is a full wire. 10 out of 10 uses. You need 10 out of 10 uses to make a better bow. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to make a better bow right now. I can go up there, but I'm just not in the mood to. You guys can go up there. There's crates up there as well. I'm just not in the mood to go up there right now. I'm in the mood. Okay, so I've completed the entire fairy tale castle. Now I'm going to move on to the outer walls. Okay. Very, very easy to make a better bow. All you need is long stick, the blue wire, and a cutting tool. Okay? And the 35-pound bow is almost twice as strong as the 20-pound bow. So it will help you a heck of a lot with trying to gauge how high you must aim. Because it's got double the strength, your need to adjust height for arrow drop becomes way, way less. So it's just a better bow overall. And since we started with the medium archery skill, okay, not going to have any problems at this point. Found a box of 22 ammo as well, which is very good because if you find a box, you don't care about the box's durability. As soon as you unpack the ammo, it will always be 100% durability. And we are going to use the Hunter 85 to level up our rifle skill and our sniping skill. So this ammo is priceless. So another very, very good find here. And let's carry on. Okay, and here comes, just like I said, guys, shotguns. I have found a DT11B shotgun in this place. A heck of a lot. Okay, so when it comes to shotguns, this place is really, 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 really good for shotguns. Okay, so yeah, DT11 shotgun, 88%. What a beast. What a double barrel beast. This gun is awesome. And that's another thing you can find at the castle. Okay. But again, you have to search. And we are at the top level. Okay, guys, just got another Santa Claus with Christmas presents that are overpowered. I am not going to remove it from my server INI file because I've got enough discipline to I just want to get the jump scare from Santa Claus. I like getting the jump scares, but I'm not going to touch the loot that Santa Claus gives me. If you do not have the discipline for that, then please remove. Go to your INI file and disable ghost. Okay, just look for the command disable ghost, and put that on 1. So it will be a disable ghost command, which will be on 0, that you need to put on 1, so that you can disable it. If you do not trust yourself, do not stuff around with that. Okay. Okay, got another assault backpack, but I like this one even more than the previous one because of the color. So, yeah, not a very bad run, guys. This is everything we've gotten. We've got 3 medieval swords, which is worth a lot of money. Got a shotgun. We got clothing. You guys can see I picked up clothing. 2 assault backpacks. I know I can double carry the one in my hand, but I'm not interested in that. So yeah, just overall, you guys can see that the castle is really, really good. A really good starting location. It is a little bit riskier than the military tents, because people like coming here, and of course the higher the loot is, the more your risk will be. Like I say, if they don't wake up, I don't care. If he's still sleeping, if I don't hear him waking up, then I will climb the ladder, because I know him waking up is going to give me enough time to beat him. Okay? Now, we're done with the castle, and we've got a cargo drop. Okay? And we've got everything that we need for the cargo drop, so that's where we're going now. Let's do the cargo drop. Oh my word, guys. We just got a carbon hunter. Let's just see where the carbon hunter is. Oh, it's there. See, guys, you won't always spot that. Okay? You won't always spot that. Sometimes where they put the spawn point does glitch out a bit. And that's why I say using tab is very, very, very important. Okay? So I'm going to put the gun here on the bed so that I don't forget it. And yes, I know I said we were going to the cargo drop, but sometimes, I want, if I was on a multiplayer server, I would run to the cargo drop immediately, but because I'm not on a multiplayer server, I'm taking, I just did it completely. Where on multiplayer server, I would have rushed to the cargo drop as soon as it came up, and then I would have come back, which would have taken extra time, but it's still worth it. And then I just want to see, can I shoot her? Yep, I can. Or I can just try and shoot her through the gaps. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, carbon hunter as well, guys. Castle, very, very powerful. Please don't think this is the loot that you're going to get here always. Okay? I think I've been a bit unlucky because although I found a backpack and 3 assault backpacks, I didn't find one hiking backpack. And every time I find a backpack, there's a chance that it can be a hiking backpack. Okay? But this was a very good run, except for the not finding a hiking backpack. This was a brilliant run, guys. So I'm going to put everything in the vehicle now. Let's make sure I didn't miss. Okay, so I did all the towers around the fairy tale castle, and then I did all the towers right around the outside of the castle. Okay, so now let's get to the car and get to that cargo drop. Okay, guys, so I closed myself off by mistake, parking too close to a rock. And I knew that because when I climbed out of the car, it popped me onto the roof, which means the character can't climb out there. So if you're struggling with something like this, just trying to get into one of the doors that aren't blocked, and then you can press F1 to go to the driver's seat. You can see the image of the car there. F1 is driver, F2 is next to driver, and F3. Okay? And I'm going to park away from the cargo drop and show you guys a quick trick here. First cargo drop, I've hidden the car again. I'm getting good habits. I've got 6 screwdrivers on me. If someone kills me, I don't want to give them the screwdrivers. I don't really want to have anything on me that I'm not willing to lose. Okay, I don't want to lose the sewing kit. I don't want to lose anything. I want arrows to kill them. That's about it. I want arrows to kill them, and then I want the six lockpicks on me. So we're going to take out the bobby pins from the bobby pin box, and then we're going to craft 1 bobby pin into a lockpick. And what we can do is we can come here to the crafting menu, craft bobby pin, and then hopefully, yeah, we can still press Alt-C. So we can still do Alt-C with the last thing that we've crafted. Never want to put your car, again, you want to park far away from a cargo drop. If you're too close, the cargo drop can explode and destroy your entire car. Someone can steal your car. So just always be safe with it. We did wait a little bit long. Okay, so there won't be a lot of time left, but this is what we need. 6 screwdrivers, 6 bobby pins. And guys, really, I know some of you don't like to PvP, but this is crucial. Okay, make sure you've got minimum risk. I put everything that I found in the car. You know, yes, it can be stolen out of the car, but we've done all these steps in about half an hour. If you did all these steps without me explaining any of them, you know, and then when you're here, just make a circle, okay? See if anyone's hiding in the bushes. Get your weapon out, okay? We had a shotgun. I could have brought the shotgun here, but, you know, you don't know how many people are going to be here. So I'm coming here with nothing to lose. And every time I do this, I close the door just so that someone can't shoot me through that gap. So, because if I leave the door open, someone can just be down there in the trees and kill me. This way, they have to come to the cargo drop so that I can hear them, and now I can be ready to kill them, okay? Or I can run out. But again, I have tried to like rush them with a melee weapon. If you've got a bow, guys, you know, just when he opens up, shoot him in the leg, and try and kill him. So lockpicking, very, very simple. It says press F to lockpick. You're gonna need screwdrivers and lockpicks to lockpick. So you're gonna press F. Then it's going to say move, okay, move mouse to lockpick and press F to push the screwdriver. Press spacebar to start. So we're going to press spacebar, and then I'm just going to move the mouse left and right to move the bobby pin, and then press the F until I can get to the sweet spot, okay? So I'm going to press, okay, move, press, move, press, move, press. Okay, these locks are very, very easy to open up. Okay, press, press, okay, press, press, okay, very, very, very easy. Press, okay, but this way, no, but that way. And now I can just adjust while I'm doing it. Okay, but to make it easier, press, but this way, no, but that way. Okay, if it closes, okay, the more it closes, just this medical equipment, so I'm going to pick all of this up. The more it opens, the closer you are to the sweet spot. The less it opens, the further away you are from the sweet spot. So you need to move to the direction. Like if I move away, I'm going further away. If I go to the right, it's opening up more, so I just keep going right. Okay? Motex has got a brilliant video on this, and now we're in the pound seats, guys. We're in the pound seats. I'm going to just remember taking hands. I want to take that silencer because I can sell it. Okay. And we have got the ultimate bow package here with the ultimate quiver package. Like I say, guys, like what are we risking by coming here? Okay. First of all, what are we risking? Secondly, what are we gaining? We are gaining 36 broadhead arrows, which is $1,800. And I can sell that as well. I don't like using that. Okay? That's one locker, guys. One locker. A C4 detonator. That's a C4 part. 18 advanced lockpicks to do a kill box or raider base. Electrical tools that we can use for a practice bomb to level up demolition, medium lock protection, metal detector, remote door key, remote door sensor, okay? Absolutely fantastic. Rubber gloves is to do the kill box or to raid someone so that we have shock protection. And with this, we can just sell it, guys. We can just sell it. You could have made a workbench in your base with that. Okay, got 3 minutes left. Gilly bottom. What a pleasure, guys. What a pleasure. Look what we have gotten with one cargo drop. Again, I know you guys don't like to PvP. All I ask you is come here with as little as possible and have fun. If you have a fight, it's an exciting moment. Okay, if you don't have a fight, it's a wonderful moment. Okay, it's a bloody wonderful moment. Okay, guys, so please, okay, follow the steps that I give you and enjoy yourself. You're gonna die a lot in this game, guys. I've probably died 10,000 to 100,000 times. But I've had fun. I've enjoyed myself. I've improved. I've learned things. Okay? So please don't be scared of cargo drops. If, you know, on a multiplayer server, you could be here and it lands there. My rule of thumb is with the cargo drop, is within 2 sectors I'm going. So if I'm in B0, then everything here, like B0, all of this. B0, 2 sectors, 2 sectors, 2... Okay, this is 2 sideways sectors. If it's 2 sectors away from me, I'm always going. If it's 1 sector away, I'm always going. If it's on top of me, fantastic. Okay? Even if it's there, you know, if I've got my clan with me, I'll go. If I don't have my clan with me, I won't go. Okay? So the safer you play it, and the less you want to run around for nothing, you can say... I would never let you say... I will only go for a cargo drop if it's in my sector. That's way too safe. If you want to play it safer, so I'm only going for a cargo drop if it's within 1 sector of me. So if I'm in B2 and I want to play it safe, I'm only going to the cargo drop if it's in the sector that I'm in or the sectors around it, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So I'm covering 9 sectors. Whenever I'm in a sector, I'm covering 9 sectors. If a cargo drop lands in these 9 sectors, I'm going there. If I'm in a clan, I'm probably going anywhere because we'd like to fight. And yes, guys, I think that's it for part 3. Okay, I've showed you guys everything. We're quickly going to go through this. Okay, we're quickly going to go through this tent. I'm sure I've covered all the military tent locations according to my memory. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you guys can always go check on scummap.com. Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, but like I said, I've explored the entire map. And those are the only military tents I'm aware of. If you guys can let me know of other military tents, that would be great. It would be great, man, to know that I missed something. And now, because we didn't put down blueprints, I'm going to search my car a bit. Which is not the end of the world. Still got a reference on the map, roughly. There it explodes. I wasn't too far away from it. So I think I parked my car around here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just on my way to the trader, but I don't... Guys, on my servers, there are rules, so you don't have to worry about this on my servers. But on other servers, you might have problems with people just stealing your stuff, okay? Which is going to be very, very bad for you. And you can't even fit this. You can't even fit the door in here. This is not a door, it's a trunk. Okay, so this trunk is very, very, very big. I haven't put vehicle parts into another vehicle yet. But yeah, this is very, very big. Let me just check something here. No, there's no way we can put it on our back. So you have to carry it in your hands. But in any case, you know, that's a trunk. You can put wheels in the vehicle and stuff, and this is, you just get a lot of parts in garages like this, okay? This garage with the 2 double doors, you get a lot of parts. Wheels, Volkswagen parts, Leica parts, okay? Like I said, on my servers, you're safe, but if you're worried about your vehicle, park your vehicle far away from the trader. Because if you're on a server, like an official server with no rules, with no admins, they are going to just sell your vehicle if it hasn't got a lock on. You need 4 doors on the vehicle and you need a lock on your vehicle to protect it from being trolled in the safe zones, okay? On my servers, this can't happen because they'll be banned immediately. But because this is a handbook for Scum, please, if you're playing on a server where trolling is allowed and people can swear in the general chat like they want to, you know, just with no real ethics in the server, be very careful. And of course, on an official server, it's definitely going to happen to you. So again, park your vehicle, go hide your vehicle somewhere, and then go sell your loot until you've got 4 doors on your vehicle with a lock. Okay? You can go in there and try, you know, you can quickly go in there and try and buy a door and a lock, but like I say, very dangerous, guys, very dangerous. So in any case, we're going to the last camping site quickly, which is right here above us, north. A little bit northeast. Whoopsie. That was a bit rough. That was a bit rough. Little bit rough. Little bit rough. I don't usually drive like that, guys. Don't usually drive like that. Luckily, they gave idiots ways to get their cars unstuck. Thank goodness there's an opening for me, the idiot. Okay, now it's northwest. Should be here somewhere. Very close to the town. Very close to the town. Like, there's the town, guys. There's the town down there. Wonder how many of you knew there was a camping site here. I'd be interested of you. I'll be interested to know how many of you knew there was a camping site down here. A military tent facility. Oh, my word. And is it worth it to loot these places? Holy moly, guys. That is an insane find. That is an insane find. Because now you can, once you've got a weapon cleaning kit, especially 100 uses, you can keep all your guns in shape. But if you really want to go to World War II bunkers, now you can. Because it doesn't matter how much the weapon is broken that you find, you can just repair it fully. But again, I would rather go to that bunker in A0, where I've got 2 World War II bunkers that can give me high durability weapons already, instead of wasting this entire weapon cleaning kit, you know, on something that I can find very easily from all World War II bunkers. And again, you know, I like to press tab, guys. If I'm not the guy pressing tab by these sandbags, who's going to do it? If I don't do it, who's going to do it? Okay? I'm not the guy pressing tab everywhere. How are we going to know where loot spawns? So in any case, we're incredibly hot at the moment. Okay? And we can literally... We can literally, like... we can make it realistic. Okay, what I want. Tourniquet is important. Vitamin blasters I'll eat right now. I always just eat them immediately. Just take off my helmet quickly. Very nice having space in your backpack, especially for when you take off your helmet. Painkillers is extremely important, which I will explain later. Painkillers are extremely important. Yeah, all of these are a bit unnecessary. Little bit unnecessary. Like anything I'm not going to use now. Again, guys, you know, some people will rather craft a chest and bury the loot in the chest because vehicles are very buggy, okay? So the fact that I've got all this loot inside here doesn't make it safe. But this is all the loot we've got on vanilla loot with 3 easy steps. 3 easy steps, ladies and gentlemen. So, in part 4, we're just going to sell everything of the trader. I'm going to give you a small breakdown of the trader. I'm just thinking now, am I going to make it realistic? Okay, yeah, I am going to make it realistic. Okay, I'm going to park my vehicle in these bushes over here. And I'm going to run up and down. Not going to show you guys the running up and down. But then I'm just going to... I'm going to sell. You guys can take screenshots of what I've got in my car at the moment. Okay, I'm just going to sell what I want to sell. And of course, I can put the money back on me again, now that I'm not worried to lose the money. And how's our vitamin D doing? Our vitamin D isn't doing too great, so what I'm going to do is, I'm first of all going to put my helmet here. And then I'm going to drink as much milk as I can, because milk gives you vitamin D. But the less milk you drink, the shorter the vitamin D effect is. Like, the more you drink, the more vitamin D you get into your body, and the longer the vitamin D builds up. If you just take one sip, you're going to get a little bit of vitamin D, and then it's going to go away. So I'm just drinking everything. As soon as I'm done with the whole bottle, there, I get an intake of 75, you know, I don't know what the C means. I know you guys have told me what the C means. I'm just going to say milligrams per hour. Okay, and it's going to last much longer now because I drank a lot of milk. Milk gives you carbs, fat, protein, okay, which is very, very needed at the moment. But we'll go through a basic diet, okay? And when your bladder is past 50%, you can pee. But when your colon is past 50% as well, you can poop. But when you poop, pee, you just pee. But if you can poop and pee, just poop, okay? And you'll do both at the same time. And because I've got the supporter pack, I could get a lucky packet. So you can see colon's gonna get empty by pooping. And then my bladder is gonna empty as well. So I'm doing a 2-in-1, which is just faster. And we definitely pooped out something, which we can see there behind us. So there it is, okay? But I'm not gonna pick it up, because I'm just weird that way. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, press the like button. And if you want to see and learn everything there is to see and learn about Scum, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in part 4, which is going to be just as interesting as this one. Cheers.